Hi Aquarius, welcome to November. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. And before I start your reading, I want to call in some good energy. And so what's coming up for November? We've got Mercury going retrograde through Scorpio, a full moon in Taurus on the 12th, and a new moon in Sag, which is favorable to your sign, on the 26th, and then Neptune goes direct on the 27th. So a lot's happening this month. Let's see what the cards say for Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know about love and relationships for the month of November? What is coming up in November for Aquarius? What does Aquarius need to know about November? What does Aquarius need to know about November? The Three of Pentacles. The King of Cups. The King of Swords. The Eight of Swords. The Tower. The Six of Wands. The Five of Cups. The Six of Swords. The Wheel of Fortune. And the Hangman. Okay, so some changes happening this month. So let's see. We have the Three of Pentacles. This is a card of career success and recognition. Crossed by the King of Cups, there could be someone in your life. It could be a water sign. You have two kings here. One could be a water sign and one could be an air sign. So water would be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Air would be Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But forget about the signs. Let me just talk about the personalities of these two cards. And so this could also be not only career success, but success in relationship for the month of November. The King of Cups is someone who's very sensitive, and he could be a healer. He could be working in the healing professions. Very intuitive, very sensitive, very kind, compassionate. Someone you could just talk to and tell all your problems to. Sometimes he is so sensitive he could maybe have a drinking problem, or he uses drugs or drinking, or he likes to escape the world sometimes through maybe drinking or drugs. That's only in some cases. But for the most part, the King of Cups is very, very nurturing. He's got like a fatherly, a maternal kind of energy. So that could be one person you're dealing with. Another person in the past, you have this King of Swords. This person is a little bit more harsh, more judgmental, a little bit more harder to read, more independent. They almost appear like they have no compassion. They're very logical, very intelligent. They don't believe, they want to see facts, they want to see figures, they want to see the science behind things. They're not, they don't believe in like fantasy. They want reality. This also can come up when someone is going through some type of legal situation, or trying to make a decision and to see what's real. The king here is using logic to make decisions, and this could be even your energy, that you're trying to decide what to do about this King of Cups. Because you have the potential to connect with this person, but you might be trying to decide, is this relationship right for me? Is this someone I want to connect with? The Eight of Swords is in the recent past, so you may have been feeling stuck in a situation, or fearful, like afraid of moving out of something, or afraid of breaking free and taking action. And so you're just kind of stuck in the thought process. But the Tower is coming. But I don't, so the Tower represents major change. So where you wake up and you see the truth and you know you have to do something. You're coming to a point where if you haven't taken action because of fear, at some point you're going to reach a breaking point where you have to do something. Because it's going to be unbearable to remain in the current situation. You have to change. Things have to change. So if you're feeling oppressed in some way or held back, the Tower energy comes to free you. But I don't see it as a disaster tower. You know, sometimes the Tower, people see the Tower and they think it's always disaster. And it's not. Sometimes the Tower just represents a breakthrough or a breaking free of something. And it's a good thing, you know. And especially Aquarius, you're not afraid to change things up. You're not afraid to break out of a stagnant situation as much as other signs. Some other signs might be more clingy or, you know, holding on to security. So you can roll with the changes. I'm not worried about that. But there was some kind of fear holding you back in the past. But that's lessening because this is in the past. This is passing. So whatever's been holding you back is going to, I think it's going to be fading. And you're going to reach a point where you have to do something and you're going to take action. And then you have the Six of Wands here. The Six of Wands is a victory card. It's also a travel card. You have a lot of travel cards. You have the Six of Wands and the Six of Swords and the Hangman. So I feel like you're moving on to something. Something unexpected may come up because you have the Wheel of Fortune here. Something unexpected may wake you up. It's like the Tower is a wake-up call. The Tower energy is like, you know what? I have to rebuild my life. And I don't care if I destroy everything and start over. I'm going to do it because I have to. Especially with the Six of Swords here in your environment, you have to move on. It's like almost like a survival thing. Like, I just can't exist in this situation anymore. So it could be a relationship that you need to break free from. It could be a work situation that's been holding you back and stifling you. And you're not utilized, like you may feel like you're not being recognized, but you will get recognized in November. So maybe there's this like opportunity, this Wheel of Fortune, unexpected opportunity comes up and gives you an opportunity to move on to something better, to give something up for something better. You have this Hangman, which is a card of sacrifice. I feel like you've been kind of in a state of limbo up until now, where things are just not moving. But they're going to start moving in November. And probably even more so in December, because we're going to have eclipses back in December. And that's usually when things start to shake, rock and roll. But, you know, sometimes the eclipse, we're having an eclipse at the end of December, a new moon eclipse. But sometimes eclipses can be felt a month earlier. So for some of you, you might feel it in November. But I feel like something major is shifting in your life. This is like earthquake, you know, major transformation. But I don't think it's a bad thing. So don't be afraid of it. Don't think, oh my God, disaster is coming. No, I think it's a change, a major change, but it's leading to victory, success, fulfillment. Now you have this Five of Cups here. This is a card of it's like you may feel like a relationship is a little bit shaky, or you may feel a sense of regret over something. You're focused on the past. It's like you're still, you're crying over spilt milk, something that didn't work out in the past, and you're feeling upset about it, or you're feeling disappointed. But I wouldn't worry about that. I feel like you might be coming into November feeling a sense of loss or a sense of regret. Feeling that, but there's still hope with the Five of Cups. It's not a total loss because you still have two cups that are full. So whatever you may have lost as you move into November, you can change things. You just have to focus on the positive in the relationship rather than the negative. So if there's a relationship that's going through some shaky times, if you focus on what's good about the relationship, you can clear it up. Sometimes the Five of Cups can bring someone from the past back. Maybe there's a past lover that wants to reconnect because they regret losing you. And you have to decide, do I want this person back or not? Because I don't know. I think a part of you would rather just move on to something new than revisit the past. Because Aquarius likes to live in the future. You don't really like, the past is kind of like, it's done, it's been there, done that. You're more of a future-focused person. But that might come up. Because especially since Mercury is retrograding, it may bring up some things from the past, or it might make you might reconnect with people from the past. I think probably you're going to be trying to make a decision of what to give up. I think that there's going to be an opportunity coming where you can be very successful, but it may involve travel and it may involve moving to a new location. And you're kind of worried, like, what if I regret this decision? What if I take this opportunity and then I regret it? Because you don't really want to leave certain things behind. But I feel like you are moving on to something that's going to be more fulfilling and going to give you more recognition. Let's see what the astrology has to say. So the full moon is happening in your 4th house and the sun is in your 10th house. So this is career and home. Something is coming to completion in your career. You might be finishing up a project. You might be finishing up work on a house, or if you've moved, you're settling in. Mercury is going through the 10th house, so something may get, you might get some news. You might connect with people that you used to know, that you used to work with. And there could be some type of offer coming in, or some type of contract negotiation. Maybe you're even doing a lot of work from home. Mars is in the 9th house, so that's a house, and it's sextile Jupiter in the 11th. So something that involves travel, long distance travel, higher education, publishing, teaching or learning, you're going to have an opportunity to learn some new things. And it's going to be helping you. I think for some of you, you might be deciding to take a class or some type of, learn some new skills. Some of you might be teaching the things that you've learned. Whatever the case, it's going to bring opportunity because it's sextiling Jupiter in the 11th house. Jupiter is helping you to achieve a goal or a dream. But you may have to travel to get it, or you might have to learn some skills to get to that goal. But definitely there's some major changes happening psychologically, because Pluto is in your 12th house. So when Pluto's in your 12th house, it can mean many things. It could mean that you're dealing with, there's someone behind the scenes who's in a position of power that is helping you, because Pluto is trining this moon. It could also mean power struggles, or you're dealing with psychological issues, that if you can get at those psychological issues, like your power is restricted when Pluto's in the 12th. If you're angry about something, you're restricting it because it's hidden. It's not, you're not expressing yourself. You're not expressing your power, but you will. And it could be because fear is holding you back from stepping into your power. But this full moon may help you to come to it will bring things to light. It may shine a light on what your fears are. You might be learning how to overcome those fears so that you can be more successful, so that you can make changes that are positive. So if you've been holding back because of fear, or if you've been trying to balance work and life, family and career, you may come to some type of solution by the full moon in Taurus, where you realize, my family is important to me. It's not just all about work, and it's not all about status. I really need to have a good home base. So you might be working on creating more stability at home. But I still feel like you're going to be revisiting something. And there could be some contracts coming up that you want to be careful signing contracts when you're so close to Mercury retrograde. Well, with Mercury's retrograding at this full moon, I would wait till it goes direct before you sign any contracts. But in any case, at least check all the details. But it could also bring people back, or bring an opportunity, a career opportunity, back into your life that maybe you gave up on. It gives you a chance to revisit it and fix it and correct it. So you might be working on your image or your status and reinforcing it, working on your resume, working on your LinkedIn account or something. Making your visible presence more, just reworking your brand. So then we have a new moon in Sag, and that's in the 11th house. The new moon in Sag, you have a new opportunity to achieve a goal or a dream. There might be some surprises happening around the home, because Uranus is making an aspect to this new moon from the 4th house. So you may have some unexpected repairs, or you might decide to just move, Sometimes when Uranus is going through your 4th house, you feel like, I need to make major change. So you either reconstruct your house, maybe you're, remodeling, redecorating, or you may decide, I want to live somewhere totally new. And this opportunity may come up that's like a dream come true, and you're just moving. You decide to move. Because you have a lot of movement cards here. You may just change your residence suddenly. Mars is in your 10th house, so you're really working on that career. But it could cause, you have this Mars opposing Uranus in the 4th. So there could be some unexpected changes. You might have some, I don't know, Mars usually when Mars opposes Uranus, it's usually unexpected outbursts or unexpected activity. So maybe some things may happen in your career that you weren't planning on, and you suddenly have to move. Or, it shakes up your environment in some way. Mercury, at this point, with the new moon, Mercury will be direct. So this is a time, if you want to finalize anything or sign on the dotted line, this is the time to do it. Don't do it, when it was retrograde. Wait till it goes direct. And Neptune going through your 2nd house. Mercury is trining Neptune, so it'd be a good time if you're doing any kind of creative writing or any project that involves creativity. It's a really good time for that. You're being supported by Saturn and Pluto. So it's a really good time to tap into your unconscious and connect with the muse. So if you're doing any kind of creative writing or any kind of psychological work, this is a great time. You're being supported. I feel like you can make some really major changes in November, and you're moving in a good direction. Even though you may be leaving things behind, I feel like you're moving towards something that gives you greater harmony, greater success, greater recognition. I don't know if I'm not seeing too much love in this reading for this month. It's more career and getting yourself into the right place, getting yourself out of something stagnating and where you feel like you're in limbo, and moving into something that's giving you more freedom, more recognition, like a better fit. I feel like your home and your career are going to be in transition this month because of unexpected developments, and you may need to rework some things. But it's good while Mercury is retrograde, but it will bring you good results. So anything that you're doing, if you're reworking things in your career, if you're reworking things in your home, it may lead to new opportunities and new beginnings. I'm not sure that this is that much of a love month. other than you might be deciding, you might be choosing between two people, or deciding whether you should stay or go from a relationship. I think, but I really feel like it's more career this month than love. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, Aquarius. And if you're celebrating Thanksgiving in November in the United States, happy Thanksgiving. In the meantime, thank you for liking and subscribing to the channel. Thank you for leaving comments. Thank you for ordering readings. I appreciate your support. And I'm glad to hear that these readings are helping people. Thank you for your comments. And if you're new, welcome. And I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I hope you have a wonderful November. And I will talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.